The rest of this will go hopefully a lot easier, but that was one of those like kind of longer missions. And of course, if I fought Phantom one more time before, I'd like to just grind out that mission, but I wasn't gonna do that on here. I could have got air hike here, or if I just played better, that could have done it too. I suppose. Get higher ranks. You really want to be going for the S ranks because you get more. Ranking system is really well. Let's see, is he even gonna get up here these days? That was... I'm surprised I was able to stand there. I thought that would have been an attack, but I guess I was a little bit higher. Weirdly, I think that's one of the enemy files that you can't get on hard, or like the higher difficulties. For some reason, I don't know why this is the case. There's some of the... you have this little enemy file over here that you can read. It has... kind of lists all the enemies and all their little... just little blurbs about them that you can fill out. In the HD version, there's an achievement for it. But for some reason, some of them won't appear on certain difficulties. There we go. I have no idea why that's the case, but you know, that's just how it works. This mission is a joke, though. This is like probably the easiest mission in the game. I was talking before about there is that weird thing in the background of mission 2 that's related to this puzzle. I have never failed this puzzle even the first time I played the game. Like, there is just... It shows you where to go. Like, it's not hard to figure out. It's kind of a joke. I don't know why the time is so generous, but there is just... It's a free S rank. You know, if you need the orbs, there you go. Which is appreciated right now. I got another blue orb, there we go. Now I got the air hike. So from this point, I'm actually gonna start getting to buy upgrades again. There we go. This sewer feels like they pretty much copied one-to-one. Not the level design, but just like the look of it. Transferred almost... I can't talk right now. Transferred over almost verbatim when they went from this to Resident Evil 4. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's a sewer level. There's not a whole lot going on. It's not quite the Resident Evil 2 sewer where it's all green and weird looking. And thankfully, it's not the Resident Evil 2 remake sewer where it's like a third of the game. Credit where it's due, though. The remake, the level design of it is really fun to play through. Like, I think it's well laid out. It connects to a bunch of areas in the game. But it's just like, I wish it was one of the other. Oh my god, I haven't had that happen in so long. So that's a grab attack. The game behind it can do a lot of damage. I think that if you don't break out of the one behind it, I think that might be an instant kill. I know they have one that's like pretty nasty, which is surprising because these guys are, you know, not for nothing. They're another one of those one shot with a shotgun. They can clog up your gun with the little maggots if they do a certain attack. I don't... Yeah, that one there. Thank you for showing it. You have to shoot them off before you're able to get it to work. That was actually kind of funny timing on that. So, appreciate it. I like that it's just a gif of like maggots crawling around too. It's pretty funny. But yeah, these guys, they're also I was talking about the Resident Evil 4 sewers, but they're also very similar to the, not quite as detailed, obviously, but they're pretty similar to the enemies that you fight there. These are the Beelzebubs are the name of these enemies here, but the Novisadors were the ones in Resident Evil 4. Here, I think there's green orbs down here. Yeah. So, if you don't need health, the green orbs just give you more red orbs. I don't know how much they give you offhand, but you know, they give you a couple. This guy is kind of weird. So this is Death Scissors. And just like Scissors, there's also a sight version of it. But he locks you in this cage. Dodge. And see, when he has his mask like that, he's vulnerable to attack. But he doesn't appear. You're gonna have to dodge. You can hear the audio tone for the attacks. I, for the life of me, never figured out exactly what causes it to become vulnerable versus what doesn't. Fight in the air. Yeah, if you wait like another second, the other little skull above this thing breaks, but yeah. Oh no, you're gonna lose one little visual effect here watching this. Kind of surprised that was an S rank, because it wasn't, if you ask me, but whatever. I'll take the S ranks. I won't. I'm not gonna contest it, but I'm gonna say that I don't think they were quite up to par. Who am I to complain? Anyway, this is a mission that every PS2 Devil May Cry game has. I don't know why it was so popular among the trilogy, but they all do it. Oh, I forgot to. I'll try to show it off next time. But I completely forgot the fireballs that Phantom shoots. You can hit those back at him. I think I might have done it there, but it was really hard to see, so I'll try to make that more visible in the next battle. But yeah, they all have a mission like this where you get a weird object, and the deal is basically it drains your health. So the whole mission you have to like run through a level and try to get out of the wall. Go through this level with your health draining. None of them are hard. The only one that's like vaguely difficult, I guess, is the 1 in 3 if you're playing on very hard Dante Must Die. That one's kind of rough. Otherwise, they're always okay. The 1 in 2, the 1 in 2 isn't the entire mission, which is also the case in 3, but the case in 3, it's like it's most of the mission. Despite that, it's not the case anymore. This one's the whole mission. The 1 in 2 is like half the mission, I guess. It's on the Lucia disc though, so I'm betting not as many people are familiar with it. But I'm betting not too many people are familiar with most of the stuff in DMC2 at this point, because everybody always tells people not to play it, so... I'm not gonna argue that it's not very good. But I have played it many times, so... Alright. Well, I figure 3 missions, that's probably good to call it for this now. Alright, we're back. This is... Okay, so this is a weird thing that this game does. There are some times where there's just a little... kind of between missions intermission. I don't know why it's like this, but there's 2 times in the game where it's like this. There's this, and then there's a part later on That said, both of them have secret missions, so we're gonna go take care of that. Like it set still. These aren't related to the secret mission, right? This secret mission is really annoying, though. I don't like this one. It's basically, you gotta make these two attack each other. Sounds simple enough, and I mean, it really is, but it's just like, getting the enemy to attack each other is just kind of annoying. I've never quite figured out what triggers their I think the only attacks that really hit are the because I don't think their melee attacks seem to do much of anything to me, but they're kind of bolder shot. That's the one I look at, but they're not very consistent. I'm gonna die. I have to restart the this. All over. DTA deal like this. You know what would be nice if you two just attack each other. You seem to get double triggered from the enemies attacking each other. I don't quite know how that works, but take what we've got. There we go. Alright. You die now. Alright, well, that takes care of that. I think that might be the worst secret mission in the whole game, honestly. It's not hard, it's just really annoying, you know, because it's like you're not really in control of it. You just kind of work with the enemies and hope that they do like one move that hurts each other. I got the camera there. It's crazy. Now, I'll go check something real quick, but I don't think this is... So, on hard and Dante Must Die, if you go back to this little fountain courtyard area, you can fight Phantom again. But yeah, not on normal. Somebody told me it was possible on normal, or at least they thought it was possible on normal, but I haven't been able to figure out how to do it if that's the case. So if somebody knows, you know, let me know. Otherwise, you can do it on hard and Dante Must Die. You just go back there. There's no prerequisite for it. As long as you do it before the next mission. Well, you think you might be no, actually no, you can't do it in the next mission because Phantom shows up again. But as long as you do it in this little kind of between missions time, whatever you would call this little intermission. I can Stinger 2. I don't really use round trip that much. It's good if you use it more, I guess. Like, I know if you're doing combo videos and stuff like that, you definitely want it in this game. But in terms of regular play, that's probably one of the last moves that I bother to get. I'll get... Let's see, I'll get that, and then I'll see if I have enough for anything else. I don't. Okay. So we're on to mission 8 then. Which is actually the last mission in the castle, and this room here is one of my favorite rooms in the game. It's so detailed and creepy, and there's no reason to ever stay in it for more than like 10 seconds. I don't know like what was going on, but they made this insanely detailed room and then they gave you no reason to stick around in it. It's like, oh, there's a shop there, I guess, but you can just use the one in the mission screen. It probably... So from what I've heard, the missions kind of that break apart the game didn't come until late. I haven't looked to confirm this. I think the shop statues were probably saved, so that was probably one of the saved rooms. It would make sense too because it's before a boss, like a major boss fight in the game. But you know, in the final game, that's not the case anymore. So whatever. Now, Phantom here, this fight on the roof is interesting because you can get him to smash through the window. Now, I did say I was going to try to hit the fireball that you can shoot back at him, because I forgot to do that in the first battle. So, I'll try to get him to... There we go. Alright, cool. So now that that's done, I'm going to get him to kill himself, because it's just more fun. It's funny because it's actually way... I find that it takes a lot less time to actually fight him, because it's not really a hard boss. I don't know why I had so much trouble with him earlier. He's not tough. But I just love this because then it cuts out the first part of the cutscene too where he falls over. Like, it's a great bit of attention to detail. Unfortunately, these cutscenes are so quiet in the HD version. I don't know why, but they're very quiet. So, the subtitles are appreciated here. But yeah, whatever was going on in the 2018 special, or not special edition, the 2018 HD collection, because it's not like this in the first HD collection. They're just really quiet. I don't know why. Also weird, in the previous HD collection, Dante still didn't have subtitles for some reason. In the Japanese version on PS2 he had subtitles, but then in the US and PAL versions he didn't. And then in the HD collection for those regions, same deal. In Japan it makes sense because much like Resident Evil, this game was only ever voiced in English.
Incredible power.
I'm not 100% sure why that was. I figure it was probably just something related to, like... In Resident Evil's case, I think they said they wanted it to be... to kind of give it the feel of, like, a Hollywood movie or something. Something to that effect, so I assume it's kind of the same deal here. Also, you know, this did start as a Resident Evil game, so it could have just been a holdover from that. This trident here. Unfortunately, not actually a weapon you can use, and there's little orbs. Only on those two, like if you go on this one, nothing. If you go on the other horse, nothing. But these two, they have something. The corpse of a soldier who wandered into the castle and died. He's gonna give me a extremely powerful weapon. Yeah. I'll show the handguns, like the Ebony Ivory, the whole effect too, because I skipped it earlier. Riveting. Anyway, you can just skip them by pressing the button again. think I got it. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, cool. I should have got that back in mission 1, but... Get it now? No. Yeah. I don't think there's... it's been a little bit out. Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing on that side, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's how I rank. Probably could have been an S if I fought Phantom, but, you know, it's more fun to do it this way. So, we'll be back after these messages, I guess. Use ad block so you don't have any messages.